everyone. In this video, I will be discussing my A+ ICT entry checklist and how it can help ensure all requirements are met before taking a trade. Once I establish a daily bias or direction, I refer to this checklist to verify that all criteria are fulfilled prior to entering a trade. Now, let's delve into the checklist and later explore some examples. When using this checklist, I focus on several key aspects, which we will discuss in sequential order. The initial aspect I prioritize is a stop braid, which indicates that a low point was established and subsequently breached. Next, I search for a market structure shift or displacement, signifying the forceful break of a previous high. Furthermore, I pay attention to areas where flexibility is observed, often favoring price movements back into a discounted range. Another factor I consider is the presence of a PD array, with a preference for a fair value gap or an order block. Additionally, I may utilize an OTE or breaker block within this context. To avoid confusion, let me elaborate on each individual concept within this checklist. While each concept can be utilized as a standalone entry model, I prefer combining 1, 2, or 3 of these concepts in my personal trading strategy. For instance, I may seek an order block combined with an optimal trade entry, or a fair value gap coupled with an optimal trade entry. There are numerous ways to blend these concepts, and I simply follow my instincts to determine the most suitable approach. Now let's examine some examples where I will demonstrate each concept individually or in combination. In this initial example, we will analyze the 1-minute chart of gold and observe the price action as it approaches the high time frame point of interest. As the scenario unfolds, our attention should first be drawn to the presence of sell-side liquidity at this specific level. When price interacts with this level, a notable reaction can be observed. However, has the market structure shifted yet? Not yet. Upon the next candle, we witness the desired shift in market structure, indicating the presence of sell-side liquidity or a stop braid. At this point, I begin searching for an entry model, evaluating each concept individually. The first concept is discount and premium. Ideally, I avoid extended long positions beyond the 0.5 level and focus on longing the lower section. By incorporating the OTE, I identify the premium zone where I prefer not to initiate long positions. This narrows down my discount range to the OTE area. Additionally, I consider the presence of a fair value gap, which is well noticeable in this case, along with an order block represented by a downward closing candle.
Introducing Mugen Markets. Mugen Markets is an A-book broker, providing you with direct market access and ensuring transparency in every trade. They're currently working towards obtaining regulatory approval to delivering the highest standards of security. Experience lightning-fast crypto deposits and withdrawals. Mugen Markets brings you ECN execution, giving you direct access to the interbank market, ensuring the best possible pricing. Join Mugen Markets today. Link in the description for 100% deposit bonus.
Furthermore, the breaker block comprises the upward closing candles prior to the raid on liquidity. Lastly, I look for the box setup, aiming for price to reach a particular area. As you can see, all these concepts are evident in this example. How do I decide where to enter the trade? I consider risk-to-reward ratio and personal preference. While moving my entry closer to the stop loss increases the potential risk-to-reward ratio, there is also a chance of not being filled if I wait too long. Hence, I strive to strike a balance between risk-to-reward, personal preference, and timely execution. If I were to analyze this trade, my initial step would be marking the OTE level, and then searching for a PD array in that area. In this case, I identify a fair value gap nested within the order block, aligning with the box setup. Therefore, for my entry, I would personally choose to enter the trade at this specific point. My stop loss would be placed at the low point, and I would consider taking a partial profit at the first significant level. Furthermore, I would monitor buy-side liquidity as the price progresses towards the upper level. By allowing this trade to unfold, I would take a partial profit at the specified level, and if I move my stop to break even, it would have reached the buy-side liquidity level. I hope you have enjoyed the A+ setup explanation that I shared with you. I appreciate if you like and subscribe. We're going to be back with new content very soon.